Oh, look at this. I'm getting a private note. Can't see what he's writing, but it's a rated G show. Just, you know, in case you're Googling something. It's like George Lowe, he just won't stop. Just doing it and drawing. Is there another recipe?
All right.
All right. Happy birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you, Space Ghost.
Okay. There we have it. All righty. All righty. We're cooking right along. What do you say there, Blip? So, all right. Now, my next guest is a wacky individual. So let's give it up for James Rolfe. James Rolfe, ladies and gentlemen. Being hand-delivered by Pete Appleton. All right. There you go. You never know what's going to happen on this show. Very graceful, Pete. Thank you. You broke my guest. That's awesome. So, didn't think you would need hazard pay, did you, James? Yeah. Thank you. That's wonderful to see you again. All righty. So, didn't think you'd need hazard pay for this, did you?
Oh, boy.
Well, welcome to the show. I don't know if you're just relaxed or if you just can't move.
I think I'm here. I'll just stay here.
So, okay, just chill, man. Just relax, kick back, enjoy yourself. So, greetings. So, how are you enjoying the con, by the way?
Oh, great. Yeah, it's been awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Mm-hmm. So, how do you feel about this whole thing?
Oh, good. Yeah, it's been it's been relaxed. It's been the ideal crowd. Everything's been perfect.
So it is a lot of fun, isn't it? This is a fun con to come to. That's it. Give it up for them. These guys do an incredible job. They really knock themselves out. So you haven't slept in like what, 36 hours or something like that? So it's, yeah, I saw a post where you're just serving blueberry to everybody. It just goes on, you know.
That was at 3 in the morning that I was serving people blueberries.
Yeah, you had like 1 a.m. ghost stories. And so, you got some blueberry? Yeah, let's pass out the blueberry. So, blueberry for everyone. Okay. So, James, you are known as the angry video game nerd. So, what makes you so angry?
Oh, just video games. That's all.
Wow, this is going to be a short interview.
Yeah, there we go.
Great, James Rolfe, everybody. Thank you for coming. Here's the pen. You can autograph the desk. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm done. So, just video games. What is it about the video games that set you off?
Let's see. Well, just the ones that are really frustrating.
I find it when it's like the 20th time I have to go in and kick Bane's ass again when I'm playing Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I'll admit that makes me pretty damn angry. Me and Jace, we actually start shouting at one another when we play that stupid thing. So, and then we come right back to it, and then we talk about it. So it's like we have therapy or something. Oh, so I'm short on my buttons here. Now the buttons.
There we go. Yeah.
So I understand that you have a pretty extensive video game collection. Didn't learn that one on Wikipedia. Got that from another source. So when did you first start collecting video games?
Oh, let's see. Some of them very few of them I still own from my childhood. But I started collecting them again really when the show started. It was kind of just...
Are you assaulting Bugs Bunny here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was just video games. That's what. No animals were harmed in the filming.
Yes.
But apparently the actor underneath that costume certainly has a headache.
Yeah.
So, all right, anyway, so you started collecting.
And so when the show started, it just became a necessity that, I need to own the games, so I would start, I would get them on eBay, but then people would start sending me games in later, so it would be donations. Like, hey, this game really sucks. You got to play it. So it'd be like that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So this is a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay. So how extensive is your collection? How big is it? How many games do you think you have?
I don't know, but actually I've been asked a lot of times, and I'm starting to feel like maybe it's about time to count them. Yeah.
So that big. So,
maybe, yeah.
All right. I mean, like, just cover a wall in the house, or is it like a whole room dedicated to it? You
Yeah,
know,
it's a room.
a warehouse. I mean, how big are we talking?
Pretty much a room, and then there's like an overspill that goes into an attic, and that's about it.
Into the attic. So you just keep stacking them upwards.
Yeah.
Right through the ceiling tiles.
From the basement
Right into the rack.
to the attic. Yep.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. Now, you're known for playing some of the worst games of all time that make you angry. But there's got to be something in there that you like. There's got to be some titles that attract you. I mean, you have to come back to it for some reason. What are some of your favorite video games?
Let's see. Well, a lot of the major Nintendo franchises like Metroid and Mario and Zelda, those are all up there. Also big on Contra, Castlevania. So really, it's like it's really just looking for the worst on purpose in a way. It's kind of just yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I gotta say, for an angry video nerd, you seem to be like the most laid back, mellow guy I've ever had on here. So, is there a reason for that? Are you just that spent? Was it that angry of a day today?
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, I guess that's what acting is. You like to pretend to be somebody you're not. And also, it's a very, I don't know, like...
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is who I am.
Yeah. And I guess it's a very therapeutic way to get rid of negative energy. It's like, okay, well, yell at the game, curse at the game, flip it off, and the game doesn't care. It's just, yeah.
As I said. Okay. Now, well, I guess aside from the video games, I understand you're really into film as well.
Yeah.
So, what's your? I mean, I like films myself. I'm big into film. So, what's your favorite genre? What kind of films do you gravitate towards?
Oh, I guess I.
Or do they make you angry too?
Oh yeah, no, they're not really. But monsters. I think I'm just big on monster movies.
Monsters.
I think it was King Kong, the original King Kong, that really inspired me to make movies. Because it's like, I don't know, movies are just built on just make believe. So, and it's like a movie that takes place in the fantasy, world. It's like.
Now we have like 4 different versions of Kong out there now.
Yeah.
Which one are we talking here? The first one?
Oh, original.
The original
Yeah.
black and white with the stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that film. That's an awesome one.
Oh,
That's an awesome one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, when I had my first space cruiser, it was pedal powered, and I used to sit around and watch King Kong. I love King Kong. So what are some of your other favorites?
Let's see. There's a comedy called "It's a Mad World." At the time,
Let's give an applaud for that. That's a heck of a fun. That's an all-star cast. That has just everybody.
yeah, at that time, like anybody who was famous in the early '60s was in that movie, and it was mostly like people who were like stand-up comedians or television stars.
Oh, you had old silent film stars. Buster Keaton was in it.
Yeah.
And then you had all the vaudevillians that were in it. Yes, I think it was like what were some of the names?
Yeah, Mickey Rooney.
Sid Caesar, I think was
Yeah.
also in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mickey Rooney
Yeah,
and
John-
Buddy Hackett. And,
Yeah.
just a plethora of people.
Yeah.
Ethel Merman.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was one of the most side-splitting films that I saw as a child. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's a funny movie. It's just really funny. Anytime I see it, it makes me laugh. Just
So is your film collection as extensive as your game collection?
yeah, I would say it's comparable. Yeah, I'd say probably a little more on the game side, but it's pretty big on the movies too.
Yeah.
And a lot of it are VHS tapes because nobody cares about nobody needs VHS anymore. So
For as high tech as the Space Cruiser is, I do have a very extensive VHS. Of course, the thing is, I don't have any more VCRs. This really blows.
oh yeah,
Yes, we got one back there. Yes, VHS. So we're going around all the thrift stores trying to find all the old VHS players because they're all dying out. It's a dead technology.
yeah. But one day Laserdisc is going to take over.
So I've heard. I think they're using them to play frisbee golf now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since you're into giant monsters, again, they're doing the remake of King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
What's your take on that? Who's going to be the victor?
Oh, I don't know, but I hope there is a victor instead of it just being like a tie, how it always is. But I'm glad they're doing it actually because of all remakes, I think that movie kind of actually deserves a remake.
Oh, it does. No, actually the original had two endings.
Yeah.
So when they did the original, it was by the Toho company that did all the Godzilla movies. And when they did a different version when they released it in the United States. So in Japan, Godzilla won, and in the American dubbed version, King Kong won.
Unfortunately, I found out that there's no truth in that because I thought that too.
Really?
And I looked into it. It was a myth. Like there was no.
Warren was right. Wikipedia's correct.
Yeah. But there is one difference though. I think at the very, very end, instead of just hearing Kong roar, you hear them both roar. That's the only difference. So it's a sound. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I think it was like Forey Ackerman who started spreading that around. There were like some of the old like famous monsters magazines.
That was an old.
That might have been, yeah, maybe because I read about it in the one of the old Crestwood House books by Ian Thorne. But yeah, and it wasn't until actually there was a way to get a hold of the movie to get an import like on DVD or something to see how it ends. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing, isn't it?
So I thought that was a cool gimmick, but
yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to do that with this new one here.
That would be a good idea.
That would be interesting. So very interesting.
Very possible too, because now that they have extras, they have bonus features and stuff. It's very likely they might do two endings. I don't know.
We'll see. It's all happening. It's all in the works. It's all in the works. So what other favorites do you have? Anything else that sticks out in your mind?
Oh yeah, let's see. Well, I named the comedy. I named the fantasy movie. You know what? I've always loved Jaws too. I'm big on Jaws.
Oh yes, Roy Scheider. Heck of a film. Yes, I took the showers for like 3 years after that.
Oh yeah.
So, it snowed. It would not go near a body of water for anything.
Yeah.
So I remember that trend. Actually, that was the first big major blockbuster.
Yeah.
T-shirts seemed to be the big thing when that movie broke. So.
Yeah. Back to the Future is a big one. Love that whole trilogy.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future. That's a good one. It's flying through space as often as I mean, for goodness sakes, I mean. Earth knew of me back in the 60s, and here I am now. So actually, I did a time traveling myself.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the angry video game thing. How did that all start? What got you into being the angry celebrity video nerd?
Oh, you take a game console, you take a game controller, and then you take a case of beer, and then there you go. You got the angry video game nerd.
I knew drinking was going to come into it somewhere.
Yeah, I was just messing around. It was kind of just like a joke for friends, and I didn't know it was such a big. It'd be such a big thing because a lot of people remembered the same games. So
apparently you have a following now.
Yeah. So it's cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was just meant to just have a good laugh. So I hope you all had a good laugh. There you go.
All right. Well, so let's open it up to the floor. Anyone here have a question for James? Anything at all? Favorite color? If you were a tree? Yes, we got a question over here.
Yeah, can I get some context of why you're beating up Bugs Bunny in here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Why are we beating up the rabbit?
I don't know, breaking and entering maybe.
So you breaking and entering or the rabbit?
Bugs Bunny, Bugs Bunny shows up in my room, I'm like, oh hey, it's Bugs Bunny, yay! And I go, I just start punching him. Yeah, I think it was really just.
Bugs Bunny shows up in my room, I interview him. So what's it like working with Daffy all those years? So is he like a real prick or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think the ending of that video is definitely a discussion.
We cut that part out.
Okay. All right.
So what else can you tell us about? Oh, here we got a question here.
I was just curious. You did a video, I believe, of Super Mario Bros. Movie. Is that right?
What movie?
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is like the movie that Blade Runner should have been?
Yeah, I think it was the same production designer, right?
The same set designer, North Carolina. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering.
If you took the Mario
if you
concept
forget
out of it,
the video game,
just
is
as
an
a movie.
excellent movie, right?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does hold up with a lot of the, those 90s aesthetics. Blade Runner was 80s, but like some of that, the aesthetics of Blade Runner, like the influence of Blade Runner has gone on into the 90s, and this was definitely like something in that vein. But I don't know, it just didn't, everybody went into it like, okay, this is the Mario movie, this is the first video game movie, and...
we're talking about the live action film. That didn't really seem to resemble the game at all.
No.
I think it had the same name. Was pretty much about the similarities between the two.
That was about it. Yeah.
And that spring automated jumpy thing that they strapped to their legs. That was just weird. That was a strange film.
Yeah. And it was such a big deal though at the time because it was the first video game adaptation, and I think that was the only reason. As a kid, seeing it then, I was like, I excused all that. But then you go into a period where it's like, oh, okay, well that movie sucked because it had nothing to do with the game. But now we are kind of coming into a period where there's starting to be a growing appreciation for the good merits that it does have. So it is kind of interesting how over the years and decades you start to look at something different.
Well, it's like they said in Indiana Jones. You take this pocket watch; it's worth nothing. Bury it in the sand for 100 years, and it's worth everything. So the movie's just old enough now to be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Any other question? Take another question. Yes.
I've got a question about arcade game, the movie Pixels. Do you like the movie Pixels? And also, is there any adaptations of a cabinet that you really like that was translated into a cartridge?
The first one was about pixels.
Yeah.
This may sound funny. I'm actually trying to remember if I've seen it or not. I actually have no recollection. I definitely didn't see it in theaters. I didn't see it when it came out. I've heard so much talk about it. I might have seen watched it out of curiosity one time on VOD, but I don't have any real impression of it or memory.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is now. Like my memory is just shot. Like I don't really It's very hard for something to make an impression on me now. It has to be really good or really, really bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it was neither. So yeah.
Is there any arcade cabinets that were ported into cartridges that you like to play? Because it seems like most of the stuff are originals that you play.
Is there a game that was adapted from an arcade?
Yeah, like Humor or what?
Oh yeah.
Asteroids or.
Oh, the one that's my favorite.
Yeah. Anything.
Okay. Yeah, I think Turtles in Time. Yeah, that might be my that off the top of my head. Yeah.
Shut up, Rob.
Yeah.
All right, very good. We got time. One more question. You, sir.
When's the next season of Board James?
That's funny, I keep getting asked that. No matter how many times I post a video saying that it's not happening. But it's like I ended it so hard, where it's like, here, this is the finale, this is the series finale, and it ends the story. That's the one reason. Now, I could do more. I've thought of doing a prequel, which I'd be really interested to do, actually. But it's either that or I have to. I'm trying to write an original horror film right now, so I only have so much time. You know, I can only do one or the other. So I'm going to do the original horror film first.
Yeah.
But the prequel, I don't think it's happening because I'd have to put more time into it than the last one. The last one. It's so crazy. I need to top that. If I'm not going to top it, there's no point in doing it. I have to make it even better. But now I have even less time than I did before. Now I have 2 kids. Back then I had 1. Now it's just double. It's like I don't have time to do it. So yeah, that's all the reasons. But I'm so glad you like it, though. I'm glad you love. Board James is one of my favorite things I've done. So thank you.
All your shows are awesome.
Well, thanks a lot.
Very good. All right, James Rolfe, everybody. All right, so would you come up and sign the desk? Sure.
Is this where I turn this mic off?
So, no, you can hang on to it.
Okay.
You can narrate the sign.
Let's see. Where do we go here?
Anywhere you want.
Okay.
You do on the top, you do on the front.
Okay, I'll do it here. All right.
Awesome. All right, James Rolfe, everybody, give it up. Thank you very much. All right, okay. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am Space Ghost. Thank you for coming to Space Ghost Live, and we will see you next year. Come on,